Hey y'all, welcome back to Lily Her Podcast. I'm your host, Ayana Mariah, and we are back here with another Bit Yarn production, boo. Ain't never played no games, never have, never will. Today, we have one of my guests here, one of my special guests.
Well, hello. My name is Keona Dooley. I'm the 19-year-old owner and operator of JNK Style Grill. And I'm just super excited to be here.
I know that's right. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I'm very excited for you to be here, honestly. You've been a guest that I've been bragging on for a minute now.
Thank you so much.
Of course. And I think I love how you just introduce yourself like that as well. I need to start getting my intro together just like that. Like, she said, period. She pop it. Don't play.
Got a good intro, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I know you said that you are proving yourself as a 19-year-old. You're a 19-year-old business owner. So talk a little bit about what you do for the people that don't know you, just a little bit.
Okay, so the people that don't know me, I have 2 restaurants, 2 food trucks, a seasoning and sauce brand, and fun fact, I also wrote my very first cookbook at the age of 13 called Keona's Egg Roll Station. We were established in 2015, and listen, we're just taking over the 757 right now.
Oh, no, that's right. Please don't play with you.
Not at all.
So you've been in the game for a minute.
I have. We're going 11 years now.
Oh, my God. So, and now you said, like you said, you're 19. So what do you feel like, what's one thing like the public don't fully know or don't fully understand yet, especially when it does come down to, you and J&K Style Grill?
I think a lot of people don't understand like the time and efforts that go in behind being an entrepreneur for yourself, the trials and tribulations we have to go through. They see everything that we get once we cross the finish line, the expensive cars that I've helped purchase for my family, the 2 restaurants, but they don't see the 14-hour days open to close and having to fire people and just have to get in there. They don't ever see the hardships we have to do just to win.
Yeah, just to have the business up and running. So what's been the hardest part about like proving yourself as a young age? Because I think sometimes it's hard to coincide that you be doing all of that or you be going through all of that. So has that been something that you've dealt with in the past or like just in your line of work?
Yes. So a lot of people like does not believe like there's no way you open a restaurant at 9 years old. So I always run into the age being the factor of people not listening, and especially with culinary, with the restaurant being a man-oriented safe space.
Yes.
Yep. So they be like, no you didn't, or I want to talk to the manager. Reality, the manager's my dad, and he's gonna say, she said what she said, go ahead. Yeah. So that dealing with the age for sure, because no one, imagine being 35 and a 13-year-old telling you, no, you're not doing that right.
No, literally.
Yeah. So that's the biggest trial I've been with.
No, I relate to that 100%. I'm a manager at my job, and I go through that 24/7, and especially I think because I'm a bubbly person, like you said, we be doing the hiring and firing, boo, and 9 times out of 10 I don't be wanting to fire nobody, but because we are this bubbly person and people just see us one certain way, I think sometimes it's really hard for them to to see that little to see that switch, or they don't be trusting in me to make hard decisions like that. I don't know.
Not one bit. I hate having to put I'm a super professional person when I have to be, but I'm always let my bubbly side be the forefront. So when I have to put on the professional side, no, I said what I said. Yeah. People can't handle that switch up because a lot of people don't understand how to balance both out.
Exactly. How do you navigate being bubbly and warm, but also without being mistaken for passive, especially in the workplace?
Yes.
For the men.
So
in America.
Sorry. I get that. So I would have to say is most definitely, even being the bubbly person, stand on my word, because I've put in more time and efforts than anyone in the restaurant. Okay. So if I say, hey, do this in the steps I give you, and I see that they skipped step 2 and went to step 4, I have to check them on the spot. And if you want to argue, the door's open.
Okay, that's right. Have you felt a barrier come up when earning people's respect, especially in professional business spaces, or not really?
I have. So dealing with a lot of, so I've done a couple of celebrity caterings.
Okay.
And sometimes they can't handle as well, like they'll mishandle my kindness. So my last celebrity, give you an example, my last celebrity, I catered them for free because I wanted to use, they had a big thing going on in the Virginia Beach. I wanted to use their name, so I catered them for free. I fed his family for 2 days for free. He had a behind the stage. They said if I wanted to cater to him, I was going to have to cater to his behind the stage, which was about 75 people. So out of my pocket, we dropped $3,000 for 2 days. And when I just wanted to get a picture, the only thing I wanted was a picture and a video of him saying the food was good. He told me, I don't eat any of that, and walked off. And I just had to sit there and smile because I was like, there's no way. I just had to experience that. So there's a big barrier in the business. Yes.
No.
Yes, big barrier. Big. And I just had to sit there, okay. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Me and my family took the biggest L that whole weekend, and I was like, I can't believe it. And I said I would never post him. I would not. I got my picture. Well, it was more of a video of him saying that. Yeah. But I was like, I wouldn't post it.
Oh, wow. Yes. For real?
Yes.
I'm pissed for you. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, and you deal with that a lot. A lot of people that think they're higher up than where they actually are, and you'll deal with a lot of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you, especially when it comes down to like nowadays and wanting to do stuff just out of the kindness of your heart. I think like some
people will take it for granted.
People will take it for granted, yeah.
That weekend, one of my, I'm not going to call her my mentor, but she was someone that's like watched me growing up. And she was like, because after it happened, I know everyone saw a shift in me. I ran out the room because I was like, oh, I'm about to cry. She told me, don't ever let anyone see that side of you. And you need to make sure that even in the worst situations, just stand there and smile because it's going to make them think than rather him go off and not think about it at all.
Yeah. So anyways, with all this being said, who is Keona right now? Behind JNK Grill, I know that, this isn't the entrepreneurship, not the restaurant owner, but and honestly, not even the girl that's been doing this since, she's been 10. Like, who are you right now?
I would have to say Keona Dooley is, if you can't tell, a very bubbly person. I'm innovative. I like to try new things, anything and everything, traveling. I'm just like a person that's willing to do anything and try anything just to smile or put a smile on someone else's face.
I know that's right. What season do you feel like you're in right now personally? Like if you could give it a name, a chapter, what would you say that would be?
I would have to say, if I could give it a name, it would be balance, for sure.
Okay.
Trying to learn how to balance everything out in life and knowing, even though I've been within the restaurant for a long time, knowing how to sometimes put my business on hold to be able to learn more and venture out for myself.
Okay. Now, when you say venture out for yourself, are you talking about relationships, friendships, school? Like, get into the tea. We want to know.
Yes.
The girls are interested. Just a little bit.
So I would say, getting into more, friendships. Okay. Right now, I'm looking for, I don't have too many good friends I could say, I want to hang out with, or, I can take them to do stuff that I personally enjoy and not just for the restaurant. Relationships are, iffy.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, because people crazy out here.
They're crazy. You got to be careful. And I feel like I was just telling my little cousin, as women, we have to harvest our energy. People are out to grab it in any way that they can. But nonetheless, I digress. Anyway, so back to what you were saying as well. So friendships, relationships, school as well.
Yes. So right now I go to TCC, but I've been looking at maybe going to ODU.
Okay.
Just to give the college life, a try. Just to say oh my God, yes, I was there.
Yeah, I know that's right. Do it for sure. I wanted to do it because I went to TCC, and then I was thinking about going to a university, but baby, I ain't thinking on it too hard because I hate having something due.
Okay, that makes sense.
It just gives me anxiety. I got enough anxiety with everything else going on. I don't want to think about having something due, but I think once I realize what I really want to go back to school for, and like I have the time, I wouldn't mind going for it. What do you go to school for, if you don't mind me asking?
So right now I'm going for business administration and food service.
I know that's right.
Yes,
period. Make it make sense. I know
Yes.
that's right. I know that's right.
I think I'm searching for like a community. Yes, a community to find people my age. And if it doesn't work out, you know, at least I said I didn't try.
You'll definitely have a ball there. I think like if that's what you're looking for, definitely. I think that's like right up your alley. But when it comes down to friendships and things, like I have, especially when you do run a business, I don't know about you, but I find it like really hard for me to, I be getting real picky. Like, I don't know. I've been getting real picky about my friends, people I keep around me. Even when it comes down to relationships, like I just find myself not being able to get in it because like you just get a little more strict with yourself. Have you felt like that?
Very much so.
Okay.
I think
just want to make sure I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one. When I be in the restaurant, I'm like, oh my God, that'll be a cool friend. And then just to sit there and talk with them for like 10 minutes, asking them simple questions. Like one of my favorite questions to ask is, do you like to travel? And yes, it's a very simple question, but it's so compact. Someone else like, yeah, I've traveled, but I haven't traveled far, will let you know they're open to get out of a comfort zone than staying inside of a place that they would know. And that's something I feel like I follow. Like as someone who's been out of the United States more than around the States, I find out that like a lot of people like to just stay in their town where they live. Like people that's from Virginia Beach doesn't like going to Chesapeake. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
10 minutes up the road.
Okay, no, you're 100% right. I'm starting to get used to like traveling or trying to like do things on my own. I can say that, but I think sometimes people subconsciously don't even know that like they don't want to move out of, you know, where they are. They don't feel comfortable, you know, moving outside of the norm or, you know, we're outside of their boundaries where they living at.
I get that. That's why when I like bring people in, like I try to find new things that we can try that's not for the expensive, but like just for the experience. Is like, let's go see Christmas lights in Hampton. Like, yeah, it's a drive, but at the end of the day, it's what you make of it. Yeah. But when someone starts to fight you over it and be like, well, why do we have to go to Hampton? Why do we? I'm good.
Yeah, no, yeah, because Hampton up the street, boo. And I love me some Christmas lights.
Right.
Or what's one fear that you face, especially as someone who, you know, does have a face connected to a brand?
My biggest fear is like being caught somewhere I know I'm not supposed to be, and just by a picture. So like if I go to a party and I see a camera, I'm ducking so bad because everyone knows like, oh, she's 19, oh, she's trying. But in the picture, I could be holding a wine bottle because my friend told me to hold it. Or just getting caught in a picture, knowing that's not what really happened. But
and that's so real of you to even think like that, because some people don't think like that, especially when it is coming down to their business. But like that's a real feeling. Are you nervous about that, especially since you know you also are wanting to go to like ODU?
Not really. No, I think
since you already have it in your mind. Like, you already planting that seed, you know, for yourself.
I think I'll play it safe more than, like...
Especially since you know it. Because some people don't think like that. I'm telling you. I don't be thinking. I didn't think like that until, you know, we really had that conversation and you thought about... And you told me. I was like, yeah, like, that's 100% right. You do have to be very careful. And now it's in the back of my brain to be, like, a lot more, you know, cautious about certain things. Or, like you said, even who you take a picture with. So...
The one time that made me actually like start thinking about it in high school, I was friends with someone that was like a big troublemaker, but around me they were calm. Their parents loved it. But one day a teacher had saw us outside at like Food Line. She came back to me and she was like, I didn't know you hang around with them. And she was just talking to me and I was like, I can't gossip. Wait a minute. No, wait. So it opened up my mind because I was like, oh my God, eyes are really always on you. Because I didn't even see the teacher, but her saying that was like, man, how you see me? Yeah. So, scared.
Yeah, no, for real. I can say, like, I do think I want to give you all your flowers because you are doing the dang thing. So
Thank
we love it
you.
for you. Especially with everything you do got going on. I know becoming, like you said, 2.0, Keona 2.0, Ayana 2.0 is something that isn't always something that started from scratch. How has your definition of discipline shaped you in like this season of your life?
So a couple months ago, I just had to cut everything off because I felt like I was getting too pulled in every direction. I thought I could give everything 100, the restaurant, my social media, my school. And then I found myself coming to like a stop sign, like, oh my God, like I've never felt this way before. So I had to say, most definitely, like I said earlier, balancing myself had to be the biggest discipline. Sometimes I feel that I find myself feeling like I feel behind sometimes.
Yeah.
To other people, they'd be like, oh my God, she's 19, two restaurants. And sometimes my mindset, I'd be like, I feel like I'm stuck still in high school. Like I'm still trying to relive those memories. Yeah. So most definitely was just balancing out my time, finding out how to really become the greatest version of myself was my discipline.
You touched me when you said that.
Really?
Yeah. Because I do agree with you. Like, it's so hard trying to find the best version of yourself, especially when you do feel like, you are being pulled in 10,000 different ways, wanting to give everything 100%. You like, girl, you read me up and down for the last month. That's been me up and down for the last month. Yes, and I feel like I've just been at like a stop, at a standstill. And it made me feel a lot of like burnout. And just like I kept telling everybody, like, I'm just spread thin. Like, I'm just here. I'm trying to get everything done. And it just makes me feel like I'm just getting things done, but I'm just like on autopilot. And and I love that I'm on autopilot with things that I love and things that I pray to be busy with, because I don't have to do this. It's something that we like to do. So I agree.
I get it. I literally just had this talk on Saturday with my mom because we were talking about planning our next year, and I was like, I want to do this, this, and this, and this. But by March, I was like, oh my God, like there's no way I feel this way. So I understand.
So what are you learning about like letting go even when it doesn't like make sense in the moment? Because I have a hard time sometimes doing that, honestly. Like, trying to just say no in the moment to things.
I get that. That was my hardest lesson growing up, because I felt like when I had to say no, I had to explain myself. I had to tell people, well, no, I can't do this because I'm going to be here. And I felt like I was chasing after people's approval, which was one of my biggest things. But learning that no is a complete sentence, knowing that
that's a word right there.
Yes. No is a complete sentence. And that even though you feel like you need to be at that party, or you feel like you need to be here because your friends are there, knowing that there's two sides of you, like yes and a no.
Yes. Oh my God. Especially when you said, now that you're starting to handle everything that you prayed for, what's one thing that you're learning to let go of in order to make space for the next version of yourself?
Have to be toxicity. With feeling of left out, you will bring toxicity in to feel happy and condemned, but at the moment, like, you're finished, you're like, what? Like, now you have that empty feeling. So having to get that out.
Girl, did you read my diary?
No. Who knows? We might be
I
doing the same
don't know.
life.
Yeah, we might be. That be telling people different, same life, different fonts. Because no, for real, that's 100. I understand that 100%. Yeah.
Yes. Like, you be excited in that moment, like, oh my God, I just saw them. Oh my God. Like, you knew you're not supposed to be there, but afterwards you're like, oh my God.
Why is she calling us out on this mic, y'all?
Just a little. A couple months ago, I was going through this big change. I was like, I don't know. Like, I wanted to, like, be rebellious, but not be rebellious, because obviously about the restaurant. So I would go see somebody, and I'm like, no, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And then so something would go bad, and I'm like, oh, that's God telling me I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here. That discernment's something. Keona, is there anything else like you want to leave the girls with? Because I appreciate you coming to give us a little bit into your life. I know every time I told people that I was coming to have, sit down with you, they was like, yeah, I know her, and I know her, and I know her mama, and I know her daddy, and I be at the restaurant. I be like, okay, but do you know Keona for real? Like, okay, now we're gonna really sit down and see if y'all know her. So, is there anything else you want to lead the people with? Anything else you want them to know about you, your journey, what it takes?
Ooh.
I know, good question, right?
That was a good question. And these all been good. Okay, I would say is, as being Keona Dooley, always be unique. Make sure you stand out, and not just physically with like the fancy clothes and the shoes, but as well as mentally too. Because you can see a bubbly person from a mile away, but can you see like a really smart person? Can you tell the difference between? So just making sure that you stand out, making sure that you keep friends around you that's 2 or 3 steps ahead of you. Just because if you feel like you're at a stopping point, you can come to them and talk to them.
I know that's right. Yeah,
that's why a lot of my friends are like older up than me, or I like to go to people with grandmas to like hear
yes, I love talking to the people with the grandmothers and the yes, girl, they got all the information.
They do. I like the mean grandmas because they're not gonna sugarcoat it. They're gonna tell you right there. And that's probably one of my favorite things, just to sit down with people. Grandma, I even like talking to my own grandma because my grandma, even though she's like quiet, she's went through a whole lot of stuff. She's not scared to tell her story. So just staying around people that's like 3 steps ahead of yourself and finding ways to elevate you, whether it's how you speak, how you hold yourself, in those ways.
I know that's right. That's like really good knowledge. That's like knowledge that you would get from somebody that like sounds older. So you're mature. You're definitely, doing the thing. Because I tell people all the time, like, you should, like, I pride myself on, like, hearing somebody else's story and not having to, like, really go through it. Like, I can hear what you went through and take it and not put myself through it as well, or even just learn from it, or maybe do the same thing that you did do if it's a really good thing. So that's like, you should always mess with somebody, or maybe not mess with somebody, but you also always keep somebody around that's 3 steps ahead of you. Okay.
3 steps. My dad's biggest saying is, every roadblock in the road is not meant for you.
I know literally. I like that. That's T. Every roadblock in the road is not meant for you, which means everything that's going on, I don't have to go through everything. Some things are worth me going around. I don't got to go through everything.
Just a dibble dabble.
Okay. Look at that rock and learn from it and maneuver on that pothole. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This was a really good one. I love talking to you, of course. Yeah, wow. I'm wishing you like the best, honestly, because you're such a sweet person, and I see your light as well, and I'm just so happy to talk to you today.
So we're going to be there together.
Okay, and we will.
Man.
I will never do you like that, man. I will never do you like that.
No.
But if you guys want to, please go follow my girl. Where can they find you at?
So if you want to see my business page, it's JNK Style Grill. Or if you want to get into my personal life as being a chef in Keona, Chef Keona Dooley, Keona.
Okay. And obviously Lily Her podcast on all podcast platforms, on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any listening podcast apps. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a good day on purpose.